So we left off with you completing the forest trial.
Who's crunching?
Mr. Bones going off to research the next trial.
Yep.
And yeah, it's that's where we left off. It's been a week or so since then, and after we made it back to your town, it's been quite quiet. The villagers are preparing for the religious festival continuously.
Ooh.
It seems to be building up more and more now as the date comes closer.
Okay.
So the younger children in the town are getting quite excited about it. There's something they enjoy,
Yeah.
but spirits are quite high in town in general.
Calm yourself,
People
Ed.
are frequently coming to the pub, and they're not drinking the special his own brew, but they are drinking the.
What was the town
local
called
favourite.
again?
The town is called Sea Dune.
How do you spell that?
It's like the word sea
And then
Dune.
Seadune.
Doon. It's yeah.
I don't think you've ever mentioned that. I can't
think
remember.
I did in the first
Like,
episode.
probably would, but
Maybe once. Yeah, just once.
Yeah.
First ever episode.
Yeah. So you feel like you're stagnating a bit. You feel like you've no offers are coming in. Whenever you question any of the previous members, whether it's Gren or Barden, they say that they're just waiting for work to come in. Eventually,
That B team's still knocking about.
they come in occasionally and they try and remain pleasant with you. As unpleasant.
Oh no! Oh no!
Are me and Jazz like the only cool, chill ones with them?
Yeah, it's like okay, so we're gonna go and do our own thing. These guys rock up. You guys go, hang on, you're taking our jobs. We want to do both, and you're
Yeah.
like, well, that's not how time works.
Don't
You
like
know,
'em.
you only got time for one thing, and we chose to do this.
So hold on. Sorry to interrupt, but
Sure.
your most antisocial character is being the most social.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Oh, good. Anyway,
Okay. So yeah. Eventually, after about a week, and I'll put the account like the rent and stuff. I'll take that into account later.
Oh, poop.
After a week or so of waiting around, about midday, Jill Valentine walks in,
oh shit.
and you're all milling about at this point. You're quite you're beginning to get into a routine of being a bit too comfortable.
Eat, sleep, drink, repeat.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty
and she enters and Herdan in tow,
Let's get fucking wankered. La 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 la.
and they come in discussing what sounds like a new job for you.
Yay, new job.
Job.
Another pint of your finest, barman.
Regner does his arm in the urn again.
You, sir, are a scholar and a gent.
He goes, I'm not so sure about that.
I've obviously had too many.
They sit down on one of the larger tables, and they invite you all to sit down with them as they discuss the next contract.
Ooh.
You all joining?
Yeah, put up a few.
What?
What's the job?
I'll stand off to the side, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure.
He's out of it.
Jill goes, well, I've got a request from one of the seekers, a fellow who lives in, hold on, I've got the town, Swinlow. And you know Swinlow is the town which you fought the Manticore, the Chimera in, was it Manticore or Chimera? I forget.
There's a
Manticore.
You fought Manticore in, and that's the town where the mayor was being tricked.
Swinlow.
Yeah, she says, we've had a request from one of the seekers in there about acquiring, by any means necessary, some research of one of his competitors. I was hoping that you would assist me in acquiring this data.
Ooh.
I've already discussed it with Herdan, and once he takes his cut, I take my cut. You're looking at 100 gold each.
In.
Yeah.
Okay. What we gotta
Is
do?
this the blue? Is this to do with the blue skulls?
I'm not.
just do
I was gonna meet up with this seeker in the town of Swinlow on the way, because that is on the route anyway, and I was gonna hopefully get some more information from him then.
Hmm.
So you're all in? And she looks around.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're in.
Team.
In for some gold.
She goes, good.
Gold.
Well, let's not waste any time.
We need gold.
Let's
Just
get
we
going.
took me
Run for the
out.
road.
Yeah. She says, I don't drink on the job.
I do.
Oh, well, is he taking his rum again?
That's,
Oh,
just
that's
why
a good
he's,
shout. Who has rum?
that's why he's just so volatile all the time.
You have rum, I think. You still got about a bottle left, I'd say.
Oh, that's alright then.
He hasn't drunk that in a week.
We've not heard of
well,
Bones, have
he's-
we?
You haven't heard about what?
Mr. Bones.
No, he hasn't contacted you since.
Oh, that's why he's drowning his sorrows in.
Or he's still researching. You never know. You do know that you have yet to get information from Sabrina. I think her name was.
The teenage
Uh,
witch.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Just having a quick look. Yeah.
Netflix
Yeah, you have
series
no
is pretty
information,
good,
Sabrina,
by the way.
about what the mayor's corruption, where the money was going, even though you requested that. So, whilst you're in town, if you feel like it.
Yeah, we'll pop in.
Okay.
Will we now?
Oh, okay, then
Who
I'll
made the
pop in.
half elf leader?
I'll pop in. You don't have to go.
He likes popping in.
Hey.
Hold on. The priest is talking dirty jokes. What?
It's all wrong. It's all backward round here.
I've been with you lot too long.
Oh,
Your god's gonna smite you down for being corrupted that easily.
you ugly scaly bellend.
You need to go confess.
What's that practice where they like hurt themselves on the back?
Flagellation.
That's it.
He does that on Daredevil.
Repent.
No, The Punisher. Season 2, if anyone's watched it.
Spoilers.
Yeah, thanks for that.
It's not that much of a spoiler, but
No, it's not. I'd agree with Jimmy on this one. Right. As you set out, she's got a cart ready. She says it makes life easier. And
Yep.
she goes, we'll stop off at Swinlow, but I'm not planning to be there for more than an hour. So you can either join me in discussing the contract, or you can do what you want for the hour. And she sets off.
let's go visit Sabrina.
She's not very talkative during the journey, and it's quite a long journey. She seems content on remaining quiet as she steers. Unless any of you want to ask her anything or want to steer a conversation in any direction.
You shut up. You've been whistling for the last 5 days. Like, shut up. Shut up, or I'm gonna shove that rum bottle somewhere.
Oh, what's the matter, you overgrown lizard?
You keep whistling. It's irritating.
You're a lizard, Harry.
Adrian, got anything you want to ask?
No.
Oh yeah, the really good conversation starter. Do you want to ask anything about the really weird person that we're riding with?
It's like poke. Ask her a question.
Yeah. I don't want to talk to the teacher. Ask her a question.
He's got that special paper he's just writing notes on. Pass them across the back of the cart.
I'm the only one that can't read it.
Is that why he's whistling? Just like, yeah, it's good that.
Yeah.
You think it's a song lyrics?
After a while of this murmuring amongst yourselves, I'm guessing, she does say, if you have something to say, feel free to ask me.
Where are we going? What do you do?
Sorry.
I was too pissed to hear where we were going. And what do you do?
What do I do? Oh, I do this. She says I acquire things for people.
Okay.
So you're a thief?
Wow.
She looks at you dead in the eye and says,
No Brackus
I
is a thief.
acquire things for people.
Oh, what,
You mean things that don't belong to you or the person seeking them?
I don't look at those details. They're irrelevant.
Wait, what race is she again?
She's Drow, I'm pretty sure.
Samson?
Them pesky
Well, Samson, what have we told you about
Careful
being
what you
personal?
say.
Oh well, I crossed that line long ago. I don't have time for niceties anymore.
She turns to Baracus
Oh shit.
and she says, you know, my uncle was having a birthday party and he sent out invites to everybody apart from his guild leader. Isn't that strange? Everyone else in the car, it seems like she's speaking this weird cadence. Do you know she's conveying something else
Yeah,
to you?
okay.
Yeah, so I'm going to message you privately as she has this mundane conversation.
Yeah.
Ooh, backstory.
Ooh, story.
Ooh.
Potential backstory. Yeah.
Oh no, I can see I'm going to be shafted in this arc.
Guilty.
Are we?
Not the bandit leader, I'm guessing.
Just so you know, Ed, just return with mundane conversation and message me with what it actually means.
Yeah, it's a bit odd that your uncle didn't get an invite. Well, the guild leader didn't. Really odd.
She goes, yeah, it's surprising. It's you'd think that you'd invite your superiors, at least your work colleagues, at the very least.
Yeah, very, very true.
She goes, okay.
Are we allowed to let on we know anything or
You
No.
you don't know anything. It just seems like they're having a mundane conversation, albeit out of nowhere.
a bit like sudden? Are we not clever enough to realise that? We're
you
too
clever?
dumb.
Insight.
No, it just sounds like we're having a general conversation.
Yeah, it just sounds like you had a general conversation about nonsense.
Shooting the shit.
Weird,
Yeah,
she's-
they're just shooting
Yeah.
shit.
It's
me
weird
too,
she's only
shooting
talking
the
to-
shit. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me weird for?
It's weird she's talking to the
goes-
quietest
she-
member.
She turns to you and goes, there's certain things that highborns don't understand. Certain things that drow and tieflings have to understand when they grow up on the streets.
Yeah.
He's a thief.
No. Whoa.
She
What
just
about-
shakes her head and is like,
About not inviting people to birthday parties.
she goes, yeah, you don't understand what it means.
It's a thing
Yeah,
between us
it's a-
common races where
Yeah.
everybody and anybody is invited.
Sounds like excommunication.
She says,
No, that's what's happened to idiot lizard.
Ooh.
Well, it can't be that bad if his god compelled him to make sure that they didn't like Samson didn't, get defile the body of one of our defeated.
she goes, it says to put this in context, the reason it's so important for us to invite our guild leaders and our comrades is because they would shed blood for us. On the streets, everyone has to look out for each other.
Yep.
And when people step out of line, it's a big issue.
The nail that sticks out gets hammered, kind of thing.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've never caused that much. I've never been that much of an issue for anyone. If anybody needs anything, they
Oh, yeah.
generally help.
She goes, that's good to know. And she stays, after this, she stays relatively quiet for the remainder of the trip, unless you provoke her for conversation.
No. No, fam.
I know what happened with the guards in this town.
You know
I remember.
Shit, bro. You know shit.
I know, mate.
I got set up on. It was
Don't
all a
believe-
setup.
Nope.
It was.
Wasn't.
It was.
Don't believe you.
Everybody else in this cart does.
The gods have spoken. Don't believe you.
Oh, fuck your god.
As you make your way along the forested road to Swinlow, you remember that the forests. You go past the point where you were ambushed in the past. You're like, oh, fond memories. You make your way to town, and she sets the cart to the side.
Brackus, duck, look, a guard.
I was set upon, so screw yourself.
She says, "I'm giving you an hour. Do what you want. I'm going to see our client."
Yeah, I'll come with.
Yeah. What are the rest of you gonna do? You gonna go with or what?
Yeah, I follow. Got to keep Brackus under watch.
You uppity lizard bellend.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
You are literally an overgrown lizard.
You're up to something in this town. Gotta look after. Gotta take care of you this time.
You know,
Take
up
care of
last
me?
time
Yeah.
with the guard.
Don't
Hold
you
on,
pen.
no,
Okay,
no,
wait,
wait,
last time?
wait,
Jimmy doesn't know.
Stop. Yeah, Jimmy, you had no idea. Shut up.
Yeah, you didn't know that, Jim.
Did
I
not?
deceived both you and Jazz on that check.
Not me.
No,
That
I did.
That check was last year, like I remember that.
You seem to remember every other fucking check.
Like what?
You do hear what's clearly someone giving a speech. What you assume is in the town centre. As you are, if whoever's following Jill to the client.
I'm heading off to the pub.
See Chef.
Yeah. And,
You said his name wrong.
No, that's his name. It's just he says
My
it with a
name's
French
Chef.
accent.
Yeah, but
my name's Jeff.
Jim, what are you doing?
What's everyone doing again?
Jazz has gone to the Silver Unicorn to see Chef. Rhys and I should use their character names. Patrin and Baracus have followed Jill to meet their client.
Oh, Patron.
I'm gonna follow Jill as well.
yeah,
Patron.
What?
Yeah, would you relay what happens
yeah.
in your meeting?
Yeah.
Nice.
You have that paper, if you remember correctly,
Oh
which you
yeah.
write on it, and everyone else can.
Who's got the special paper and the book?
I think it's you boys.
So much to remember. What's the point? Pointless Baracus using it. He can't read, so.
We don't know that either.
You don't know that.
I'm pretty sure we do know that.
No.
I mean, like some of us may have an inkling, but there's
I
only
think Jazz is the only one who's got the inkling.
That's because I
We
showed
don't
him a
know,
note. They go, "Oh, take a look at this," and he goes, "Yeah,
Yeah.
that's nice."
When we did the bandit,
I agree.
he asked what it said. The bandit note.
Yeah,
I'm
because
pretty sure.
like.
I don't think he asked what he said. I think he was like, "Oh, look at that," and then we all read it out to him.
Yeah.
I don't think we.
I don't.
That's-
I remember distinctly that everyone doesn't know.
Okay.
So yeah, okay, as you follow Jill, you can hear someone giving a speech, and you can see people walking towards the town centre as she's leading you there. You don't notice this, Jazz, as you head to the Silver Unicorn. It's in a
that's fine.
different direction.
Yep.
It seems to be gathering quite a crowd, whatever's happening in the town centre. This speech seems to be quite rousing.
Ooh.
But you can decide to divert any time you want, by the way. But Jill seems intent on going to meet the client.
So who's giving the speech? Why is there such a big gathering?
Yeah, can we stop by 5 minutes, see what's going on?
She says, "Well, I'm going to see the client. You feel free to go and see it. It'd probably be quite a boring meeting, if I'm honest with you. But you're welcome to join."
I'm still joining, but I'm just asking in passing conversation.
She goes, "I don't know. I don't get involved in town politics."
Fair enough. Rum?
She goes, "I don't drink on the job."
Don't drink on the job.
You're not. Hold on. You're not technically on the job now.
She goes, "I'm gonna go meet a client."
Can you stop trying to get a drunk, please? Come on.
Yeah, it's
You're
getting
always on
weird.
the job. That Jill Valentine.
Okay. She
I'm
carries
gonna have
on.
a tipple.
Have you found enough over the last 7 days?
Oh, shut your face, you uppity lizard twat.
Jazz, if you're okay, I'll come back to your stuff later.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll do mine after. Yeah. It's all good.
As you follow Jill, as she goes around the streets, she stops in front of a very familiar alchemist's hut. Do you
Oh,
remember?
for
Oh,
fuck's
not this
sake,
guy.
no.
God damn it! I wish I'd have gone now. I wish I'd have come with me there. God damn it!
Can we kill him?
What is wrong with you?
You're watching
Did you
the
say that?
speech,
Did
aren't
you
you?
say that? Do you say out?
No,
did you say that out loud?
I followed. I followed as well.
Okay. Do you say that out loud, Jim?
No. I'll say it to myself.
In your
What's
head?
it? Mutter under my breath.
1 second.
Oh, God.
Roll to see if Jill hears.
Yeah. Yep,
No.
Jill says, I think you should sit this one out.
Who?
You.
I think you should sit this one out. You're clearly not.
Keep a
happy
watch
with this.
outside.
Me?
Yeah, make sure no one's following us.
Keep a watch.
I'll give you a very special job. Make sure
Are you
no one's
gonna-
following us.
You're gonna make me sit it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
Get outside.
She looks at you and goes, you think you're killing our client? You're not
Wait,
coming
what?
with me.
He's that got
What?
Samson.
Mr. Manticore.
Samson.
About what?
No, you were you wanted to kill the client.
Yeah,
What's
you
the
better
matter with
sit
you?
outside.
It was a joke. I didn't mean
No,
it.
you can stay outside.
You
Wait.
better stay outside.
This Manticore guy.
We'll have another death on your belt.
Manticore. Yeah.
She goes, this is a very high-ranking seeker who lives in this building. I've never met him before.
He's a crackhead, basically. You
Have
don't
you got-
want to know what he did.
Brackus, have you got any spells to shut him up?
That was a bloody prize for his Manticore. He's
She
a
goes-
crackhead.
I don't really care if he's a crackhead or not. He's paying us.
Oh no!
Just don't drink any of his potion. Okay, I'm gonna go and watch the speech.
Okay, so, yeah, we'll meet you at the entrance
Okay.
when it's time.
Oh no!
Okay, we'll handle your thing as well later, Jim, when you go there.
Okay, my
So
deep.
Jim
when
makes
you
his
ready-
way to go see the speech, and we'll roleplay that later.
Yep. Yeah.
So, Jill.
Edit title, Rhys. He's a crackhead.